Welcome everybody to a special UPX Spark Exchange video here, where we're going over the roadmap, talking with Stosh from the UPX Spark Exchange. Sorry, Stosh, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good, really good. I'm very excited to just review and recap what you guys have been up to, and then let's talk a little bit about this next quarter and what's coming. And stay tuned, guys, till the end, because we got an exciting new project to announce from the UPX Spark Exchange, and we'll get into that in just a bit. But let's do a recap. So let's talk website optimization and just optimization for you guys overall. That's something you guys have really been focused on, correct?
Yeah. So over the past couple months, we sat down and reevaluated the entire website, identified features that the communities asked for, some things we thought would be nice to have. We really want to focus on, how the user experience is to verify your account, to log into your account, manage, your Spark and all that stuff. So we've taken a lot of time of taking the time to count, like, how many clicks does it take for me to verify? How many accounts do I need to manage to log in? That kind of stuff. And we really just want to optimize that. We want you guys to have the best experience possible. So
Excellent. Very, very good. So anything else with website optimization that you guys worked on that you want to dive into?
Yeah, so our entire website's getting a reskin. It's going to allow us to, as you click buttons, the interface is going to change, move around, make the whole process a lot better. And then we've added the single sign-on. So we're moving from email password to Firebase authentication. So you can use your Google account, your Apple account, any other kind of provider that comes along the way. You'll be able to incorporate those into your accounts instead of trying to remember what your password is to log into us. And the big movement really behind that is security, right? Us managing your website in the event that something happens, they have that access. But if we can offload all that security onto Google, it's going to be that much stronger. We're dealing with real world assets, and that's our number one focus, is making sure everybody's accounts are secure.
Yeah, not only security, but just ease. I don't use apps if I can't just use my Google or my Apple sign-on.
Yeah, no, it's definitely ease of use, right?
Yeah, for sure. So that's single sign-on phone applications. Now, your tool sets will be on both Android and iOS, or are they already?
They will be. So we're wrapping up some of the development. I'm bringing in a security team to do a full audit. They're going to pen test our website and let us know what they find. That way we can fix it. And then once we're done with that, we can submit it to the both Apple Store and Google Play Store and have them. They will do a code review as well. And then once all that process is done, then they should be on the market. So should be cool. Very soon. Yep.
Yeah, that's super exciting, and it's exciting to see the continued progress that you guys have over there at the UPX Spark Exchange. Let's talk about Sparklet. Now, this relates directly to you guys, and I'd love to just get your impressions and thoughts on where you're at with Sparklet. The vote has happened. Sparklet is a thing that's coming that we're working hard on our end. What does this mean for the UPX Spark Exchange in your mind?
Yeah, if you're in our community, you know that we're pro Sparklet, 100%. We support it in every form and fashion. In our mind, I know the community is like, oh, the Spark Exchange is going to shut down. People are just going to go buy Spark. And I don't think it's that simple. I really don't. I mean, you got to look at the type of players there are. You have Spark that's in Upland. You have Spark that's out of Upland, right? And not everybody's going to be selling their Spark, right? Some people might just hold on to it and wait for the market to grow. Some people might just be buying a ton of Spark. So I don't think it's going to tank like everybody believes. And if you look at the real utility behind Spark, that's going to your manufacturers, your meta ventures, your dev shops, all these big, entities that need it. So they are the ones that are going to drive demand, right? So they're going to be buying it in bulk. I'm very optimistic. I think it's going to be a great thing. And in terms of us, I mean, we're adding in utility into our website. We're ready. Whatever exchange you guys go with, we're going to incorporate into our website. We want to be able to add some features that allow your wallets and interacting with our website. We've got some stuff on the roadmap, so we're just waiting to find out that announcement, who you're going with, so we can figure out. But all this development with our backend, including our infrastructure, our database, our APIs, our blockchain listeners, all that has been rebuilt to grow and expand as you guys change, right? So if we want to open up, I don't know who you're going with, but I'm just going to throw out MetaMask because that was in the white paper. We could throw out a whole MetaMask API and allow you to single sign on through MetaMask, right? That could be an auth provider. So now you don't have to manage these other accounts as well. So, and then you have direct access to your account. We could theoretically allow you to pay for Spark through your MetaMask. Maybe you want to pay for a rental using Bitcoin. I don't know, but I'm just throwing simple examples out there. But we're trying to scale so we can support that.
Yeah, it just opens up. Sounds like for you guys, what you guys are thinking about, it just opens up all kinds of options. How you interact with Spark inside of Upland and
a big thing that our community asks, like, hey, how can I rent my Spark for USD, right? And this could open that door where maybe we don't do USD, but maybe someone pays in Bitcoin and then I pay you in Bitcoin. That kind of concept. We have to look at what that looks like. Obviously, there's gas fees and there's some things some roadblocks that we'll have to overcome. But like you said, it opens these doors. The possibilities become endless at that point.
Very cool. Yeah,
hands down.
Yeah,
Sparklet's the way.
Definitely very exciting, particularly I think for you guys in your project. Now, before we get to talking about your exciting new project here, is there anything else on the roadmap that we haven't covered that you'd like to talk about? I don't know if there's anything, escrow services, building contracts, anything like that.
Yeah, so that's our escrow service. We've optimized those processes right now. Like our withdrawal process, you have to go and you put one UPX into a container, and then we are able to cash you out. We've made it where you don't have to do that anymore. The screens, the interface are a lot easier to understand of what's going on, so there's a lot less confusion, and we've just really kind of optimized those. It's nothing revolutionary, nothing that nobody's seen before. It's just making those processes better.
Excellent. Very exciting. So that brings us, I think, to the exciting part of this roadmap, and that is your exciting new project. Now, I don't know anything, everyone. This is just the only thing I know is the logo that was sent, and here is that logo, Spark Tycoon. First of all, kudos on the logo. Love it. Love the wolf. Is that a white wolf with blue eyes?
It is. Yep. And I'll take a second here to give a shout out to Droop. Droop from the community had made our first logo, so we reached out to him, and he made this logo and knocked it out of the park. Man, he does great work.
Yeah, well done, Droop on this. So yeah, love it. So tell me, what is Spark Tycoon?
All right, Spark Tycoon. So this is going to be our initiative to add utility to buildings. I'm going to give a very high level concept here. I don't want to drop too many tidbits, but definitely something to talk about. So another reason we went to single sign-on, right? We want to be able to add additional applications to the layer 2 built on top of Upland, and you sign into the Spark Exchange with one account, you sign into Spark Tycoon with one account, right? We have all your information. So Spark Tycoon, what is it, right? It is going to be a resource type idle game. It'll be our flagship kind of phase 1 of a multi-phase process to get a couple more applications out where you start harvesting resources. Those resources are going to be used to build, better resource gathering tools, or allowing you to build whatever you want within our atmosphere, right? So the idea is that if you have a building, that building will be able to unlock node types. Those node types, simple concept, maybe it's a lumber mill, right? Every so often you'll get a piece of lumber. You can use that lumber to craft into something else. You can sell it on the market, or you could take it into one of many of the games that we plan on building, right? So the initial concept will be getting the nodes going, getting our initial resources, making sure the balance is correct, and starting to expand the utility of structures. We're looking at, based off of the structure size, how many nodes there could be, the different flavors of resource types. Maybe something will allow you to build faster or allow you to have some sort of buff on your thing longer, some time mechanics. And the goal for that is, as you're gathering these resources, for one, you're going to be able to sell them, right? So you'll be able to make more money and using them. But the main thing is it'll allow us to move into the next phase, which will be a crafting engine, and our next game that will allow you to actually need those resources to play. if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, very cool. So now, will there be any sort of competitive aspect to this? Will it all be individual? How will that work?
So right now, this phase will have no competitive aspect,
Okay.
right? It'll be simply the resource gathering phase, right? The next piece that we will throw in, there will be a competitive aspect, right? Maybe you need enough ore to make a certain type of weapon, and that weapon may give you a buff inside the game, right? That kind of stuff. Um, yeah, and that's about as far as I want to take it at this point. But
Can I ask you here real quick? Since this is the roadmap, is there a tentative release date? Is it just sometime this next quarter? Any specifics there?
so I don't have any official dates.
Okay.
We have started development. We do have proof of concept going. The main initiative right now is to get the iPhone and Android applications out, get that done, and then we're working in parallel, creating the game, as well. So everything that we're building on our back end satisfies the requirements of the game, so we can do both at the same time. But the real initiative is to get the iPhone stuff out. Now, hopefully, we can get that out in the next month or two, and then the game will roll out right after that. We'll jump full steam ahead on that. So.
Very, very exciting. Now, where can players come to view your roadmap going forward and to ask any questions that they might have about either UPX Spark Exchange or Spark Tycoon and other upcoming?
Yeah, definitely. The best way to get a hold of us has always been our Discord channel. If you need the link, then you would go through our website, find one of the dev shops within Upland. It's got a direct link to our website, and then there you'll find our Discord. That's probably the quickest way to get a hold of us. And then from there, I mean, just jump in the general chat, ask me a question, and yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's very exciting. And guys, we will link in the description to this video too. So if you're watching it, just click on the link there and take you right over. Stosh, anything else on the UPX Spark Exchange, on Spark Tycoon coming this next quarter?
Not in this next quarter, but the next quarters after that, it's definitely going to be a game changer for everybody. So
very cool. And just so everyone knows, our goal is to have these every quarter in the same way that Upland has their roadmap. So we look forward to having Stosh on again here at the end of this next quarter to follow up on what's come out and then look to that next quarter. So stay tuned for that. Stosh, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for all this exciting news, your exciting new project. Very excited to see where it all takes us here in the future with your projects.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Always glad to be here, and I'll see you guys around.
We'll see you later, guys. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.